Okay, so good afternoon. How are you? How is everyone?
I'm good.
Good. Did you eat lunch?
No.
Why?
No.
Why? Not hungry?
Yes, I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry.
Maybe you ate late. Okay. So today we will continue the discussion about the living things in the environment, right? Can you remember the food web? Can you remember them?
Yes.
Okay. So in the food web, it has how many wait a minute. How many categories does a food web has or have?
Have 3.
It has 3 categories only in the food web. Are you sure?
Oh, teacher is have 4. Have 4.
4. Okay, it has 4 categories. Very good. So what are those? We have the wait a minute. So we have 4 categories, right? We have the producer, the first primary consumer, secondary consumer, and then the tertiary consumer. But sometimes it has the alpha, right? Next. Okay, so what is a food chain? Give the meaning of food chain. It is a linear network of links in a food web starting from the producer organism and ending in tertiary consumer or apex predator species, right? It is a system where small animal is the food for larger animal. So in turn, it is the food for an even larger animal. Okay, first, open your book on page 12. Page 12. Page 12. So what is a food chain? It is shows that living things in an environment feed on, and the food chain also shows how energy is transferred from one living thing to another living thing. Right?
Yes.
It shows what it's what. So here, this is the linear food chain. If you say linear food chain, it has one chain of one chain of the food in the animal kingdom. So first, it has the producer, which is the flower always. Starts with the flower. Next, the primary consumer, secondary, tertiary, and then the apex predator. Always remember that the arrow means eaten by. So flower is eaten by caterpillar. Caterpillar is eaten by the frog. Frog is eaten by the snake. And snake is eaten by the owl. So first, the producer. Producers, also known as autotrophs. They make their own food. They make up the first level of the every food chain. Autotrophs are usually plants or one-celled organisms. Producers make their own food using the photosynthesis, right? They get their food from the water and then the sunlight. So if you look at this picture, the producer are the plants. So plants are eaten by the grasshopper and the rabbit. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, yes.
So the primary consumer. So consumers are animals of one ecological food chain that consumes other organisms. So you and I, or people, are the major part of a food chain because we are at the top, or we are the apex. Why? Because we eat animals also, right? We eat the meat from the animals like the chicken, the pork, the beef, fish. And then also we consume or we eat plants like vegetables and fruits. So consumers consist of 4 categories. We have the primary consumer. If you say primary consumers, these animals are and insects eat primary producers, which are the plants. So they are also called herbivores. They eat plants only. They feed on plants and fungus, organisms who receive their food and energy through the process of photosynthesis. Okay, producer, primary, consumer. Get it? Okay. So secondary consumers are the organisms eat primary consumers. They can be carnivores and omnivores. Okay, remember, if carnivores, they eat only what? Carnivores, this one, carnivores eat what? Plants or animals?
Meat.
Eat meat or eat plants?
Eat meat.
Okay, eat meat. How about the omnivores? Eat meat or eat plant?
Eat meat and plants.
Very good. Okay, producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer. So grass is eaten by the grasshopper, and then grasshopper is eaten by a mouse. Tertiary consumers. They eat secondary consumers. Sometimes both secondary and primary. So if you look at this owl, it can eat the mouse or it can eat also this one, the grasshopper, but the owl cannot eat the grass because they are not what? They are not herbivore or omnivores. So they are also known as the apex predator because it is at the top of the food chain. So they can be called also as the apex predator. But there is still the last one, the apex. So after the tertiary is the apex, which means that no one can eat or no one is above the apex predator. So an apex predator, also known as the alpha predator or top predator, is a predator at the top of a food chain without natural predators. Like humans, okay? So no one can eat us unless like lions, tigers, crocodile, something like that. Okay. After that, we have the decomposer. Decomposers like fungi and bacteria complete the food chain. Why? Because they turn organic waste, such as decaying plants, decaying dead animals, decaying inorganic materials, and then it will turn into a nutrient-rich soil. Decomposers complete the cycle of life, returning all the nutrients to the soil or oceans for use by the autotrophs. So fungi, they give the nutrient-rich soil to the producers. Okay, and then after that, this starts a whole new food chain. Okay, so this is a chart of a food chain. Starts with a producer. Producer will make their own food. Yes, you have questions? Rachata, why are you raising your hand? Rachata? Rachata? Why? So it has,
What is paid?
again,
Paid.
I can't understand. Wait a minute. What's that? Kapanat? Okay, so it starts with a producer. Producers make their own food using the water and then the sun. And then after that, the producer or the grass will be eaten by the primary consumer, which is the grasshopper. And then the grasshopper will be eaten by the secondary consumer, which is the frog. The frog will be eaten by the tertiary consumer, which is the snake. And then the snake will be eaten by the apex predator, which is the hawk. And then if the hawk dies, it will turn or it will be eaten or turn into a fungi or into a decomposer. And then after that, the decomposer will be the nutrient or will make the nutrients for the producer. Got it? Got it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. So I want you to watch this and then wait. Let me see if I share the sound, okay? Listen and listen carefully here. Watch the video. Okay. Did you understand it or you want to watch it again?
Understand it.
Understand here.
Okay, very good.
Understand here.
Again? What is that? Hmm. Okay. So after the food chain, it has also the food web. It is a system of interlocking and interdependent food chains. So if you look at this picture, these producers can be eaten by different kinds of animals. And then after that, the primary consumers can be eaten by different kinds of secondary consumers or can be eaten by tertiary. All right? Don't write on the screen. So look here. It is a natural connection of food chains and a graphical representation of what eats what in an ecological community. Another name of food web is consumer resource system. So what's that? iPhone, Kampanat, and Rachata. Do you have questions? Hello? Rachata? Kampanat? And then iPhone? Okay, so if you look at this picture, the grass or grasses is eaten by the rabbit. And then the rabbit is eaten by the fox or the hawk. So that is interconnection already. It can be eaten by the other animal. Or like this one, the grass is eaten by the owl or by the hawk or by the fox. Same, like the grasshopper. Grasshopper can be eaten by the frog and the bird. Frog can be eaten by the owl and the snake. And then, that's it. So the bird is eaten by the snake and then snake is eaten by the hawk. So if you look at all these pictures of animals and then these grasses, it tells who is the alpha or the boss. The boss is the hawk, right? And also the fox. Because no one can eat them. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the interconnection. It has many lines. Okay? It has different or mixing of more than one food chain. How many food chains can you see here? We have the rabbit fox, 1, rabbit hawk, 2, mouse fox, 3, mouse hawk, 4, mouse owl, 5. This one, the grasshopper, frog, snake, hawk, 6. Grasshopper, frog, owl, 7. Grasshopper, bird, snake, hawk, 8. So total of 8 food chains here. Okay, so here, what is this?
A grass.
Grass. So what is grass?
Producers. Producers.
Producers. Okay, so producers. Grass can be eaten by what? Which animal here?
Caterpillar.
The? So which animal?
Grasshopper.
Which animal? The grasshopper, right? And then the grasshopper can be eaten by the?
Fox.
Frogs. And frog is eaten by?
Oh.
Not owl, owl.
Ow.
Okay. So that is 1. Next. This one, the frog can be eaten by which animal?
Snake.
Okay, correct. The snake. And then after that, this one. Grass can be eaten by which animal?
Rat.
Okay, the mouse or the rat. And then the rat can be eaten by?
Snake.
Snake. What else?
Owl.
Okay, the owl. So that is the 3rd one. Next. Grass, mouse or rat, 2.
Snake.
Snake. Next. Rat, 2.
Eagle.
Rabbit.
Eagle.
Eagle. Next one. Grass, rabbit,
Eagle.
Eagle.
eagle. Or grass, rabbit, snake, and eagle. Grass, rabbit, eagle. Understand?
Yes.
Good. So this is the food web in an aquatic environment. So look at this. 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 apex predator. Okay, apex predators. Because they are on top. Understand? seaweed, and then the phytoplankton are the producers. Okay? Same here. This one is temperate grassland food web, usually wild animals. Okay, so the composer or the primary producer can be eaten by the prairie dog, and then red fox and goes to cheetah, or jackal, cheetah. But cheetah always eat what? Cheetahs always eat gazelles. Okay, so they have the relationship which is called predator and the prey. Okay, now get your workbook. Oh, no. Your class book only, your class book. Your class book. Get your class book, open it on page 15. Class book, page 15. Okay, so in this food web, you have to write the names of each in the box. Okay, so if you look at this, the first box always what? The consumer, the producer.
Glass.
Okay, so the grass. So you have to put grass here. And then after that, you write the next one, the primary consumer, the secondary, and then the tertiary consumers. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes to answer it. Tell me if you're finished.
Teacher, I'm finished.
Okay, let's wait for the others. Very fast, very good. What's your name again?
Titaya.
Your nickname?
My name is Titaya.
No, your nickname.
Pear.
Pear. Finish?
Yes.
Good. Very good. Everybody finish?
Finish, teacher.
Good. How about the other? Okay. Who's not finished? Not yet finished. No.
Wait, I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
Who's not finished?
I'm not finished.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. So let's answer. What's the answer here?
Grass.
Okay. So grass, antelope, and eagle, right? So grass, antelope, python, eagle, rabbit. The next one here.
Grass, rabbit, eagle.
Grass, rabbit, and eagle. Next.
Rabbit, python, eagle.
Louder, please.
Grass, rabbit, python, eagle.
Grass, rabbit, python, eagle. Right?
Yes.
What's the other one?
Grass, antelope, python, eagle.
Okay. Grass, antelope, python, eagle. And then the last one. Who answered that one? The other one? Grass.
Grass, rabbit, python, eagle.
Okay. Grass, rabbit, python, eagle. Did you get the correct answers?
Yes.
Yes. Everyone
Yes.
correct? Everyone correct? Yes or no? Okay, good. Next. So fill in the blanks with the words provided in the box below. So we have the herbivore, consumers, carnivore, plants, chlorophyll, animals, omnivore, food chain, producers, and decomposers. So use these words to fill the blanks in each number. Like number 1, blank are able to make their own food. They are also called blank. Blank is a green pigment in leaves it helps the plant trap the light energy from the sun to make food. Number 3, a blank shows how energy is transferred from one type of living thing to another. 4, a fox is a and blank. It eats berries and as well as squirrels. 5, mushrooms are blank. They feed on dead plants and animals. Okay. Answer now. 5 minutes only. Three minutes. 3 minutes.
Finish.
Very good. Okay, what is the answer here? Number 1.
And producer.
Again, louder please.
Plant and producer.
Okay, plants and producers. Very good. So plants are able to make their own food. They are also called producers. So this, we have to erase plants and producers. Number 2, finish. Why is your voice so soft? Fair. Number 2, do you know the answer?
Yes.
What's the answer?
Chlorophyll.
Very good. So number 2 is chlorophyll is a green pigment in leaves. It helps the plant trap light energy from the sun to make food. Okay, so let's erase chlorophyll. Where's chlorophyll? Here. Number 3. What's to answer number 3? Anyone? Anyone? Number 3? Come on.
Ocean.
Ocean.
Oceans.
Ocean.
What?
Ocean.
Ocean.
Oceans.
Consumers?
Food chain.
Ocean.
Okay, food chain. Sorry, I didn't hear well. So food chain. Read the whole sentence.
Food chain show how energy is transferred from one type of living things to another.
Very good. So the answer is food chain. Number 4. Wants to answer?
Carnivore.
Carnivore? Again?
Carnivore.
Carni or omni?
Carnivore.
Are you sure?
Sure, I say carnivore.
This one, right? Carnivore, this one.
Yes.
Are you sure that fox is a carnivore? Because it has here, it eats berries.
Omniverse.
Okay, so that is, read the sentence. Sa sifat son.
A frog is an omniverse. It is berry as well as squishly.
Squirrels, very good. The last one is, read. Number 5.
Decomposer.
Read the whole sentence, please.
Mushrooms are decomposers. They feed on dead plants and animals.
Very good. Decomposers. Okay. Did you get all correct answers? Yes or no? Hey. Fair. Did you get all the correct answers?
No, teacher.
Okay, what's wrong? Which number?
Number 1, I call
Consumers?
number 1, I wrong.
Okay, number 1, you're wrong. It's all right. Okay, so that's it. Thank you. And see you. Oh, wait, by the way, let's take picture. Green. Picture time. Wait. Wait, but... Wait. Naka-off na. Wait a minute. Turn on your camera, please. Turn on your camera. Turn on your camera. Turn on, turn on. Turn on. Don't be shy. Kampanat. Turn on, please, turn on. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay. Thank you and see you on Thursday. All right? All right?
Bye, teacher. See you again next.
Bye, teacher. See you again.
Goodbye. See you on
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Thursday.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Em tẩy đen lại. See you, teacher. Em cô tẩy đen lại.